All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Oilers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. Hines. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Mike 54.
Now it's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Let's go, let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 2nd down, Irvin, and he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. What we got, what we got, what we got?
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
58 to Mike.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's second down. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nyheim Hines. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
56. And let's get this.
Protein spill. Hey, box truck.
Shot. Watch the shot.
Step.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
Out. Bang, 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 bang.
X3. 218. Chopper. Get it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perez. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
And 2-star.
Watch the pass. Tighten up.
Hey, wahoo.
On first down, Christian. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go on.
Let's get off the field, D. Check, nickel.
Now a give, right side. Christian. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Wide open receiver complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Call that a gain of 11. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Houston. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big stop. Let's go. Watch the area. Watch twitch. Watch twitch. Check 95.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14, Vikings 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to be dropped following a Pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Push him back.
2nd and 3. Quick slant, caught by Moore. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
64,
On 2nd down, Christian. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
Come on, set. 10 low ball. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check, crunch.
Hey, lock it.
Watch, twitch.
Hey, Delta.
Kill. Hey,
Snap.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 22 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contract time.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Looking to throw. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 28-24 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. 15 right there. 54, right there. 54.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. This is Hines. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
That happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I got you. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And now he'll turn and off his back foot into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gets under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Trump. Go. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. And come on out here.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
I got it. Right there. 54 Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And now it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Moore with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
39-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf. Here we go. Get it.
Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 24. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 2nd and 9 now. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant.
They'll try the left side. Irvin. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Come on, D. 50.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
And on now is the punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Just like that.
Hard.
Jump. Good dance. Come. 49, check 49. Hey.
6-6, pull it high. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
On the ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got it.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
General West. Look at me. Go. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Christian. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Let's get it.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big two-point conversion attempt. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it, because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
On first down, Irvin. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
On 3rd down, Irvin. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 38 yards on the scamper there. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.